Hi, so this is an RGB LED, light emitting diode, and I want to show how it works. So I'm limiting the power supply, not to burn it. So this is a common cathode, which means that the minus is the same for all colors. I will show you what I mean. So here we have the green, there we have the blue, and this is probably the red. Yes, okay. So now what I want to do is to build a circuit that will work with this LED in a way that it is always red, and when I'm clicking a button it will change to green. And I want to do it as, of course, as most simple I can, the simplest way. Okay, so we have the two LEDs and they go like this. So we have here the common cathode for both LEDs, and now I'm looking just, let's say this is the red and this will be the green. Okay, so let's see how it goes. If I will supply this one voltage, it will be red, and if I will supply this one, it will be green. Okay, so now I want to build a circuit that will do the change with a press of a switch. And let's say I have the simple this switch, which is SPST. This is the name of the switch, SPST, a single pole, single throw. This is the name of this switch. And now the question is how to build this circuit. And of course I can use a relay, I can use logic, but I want to do it as simple as I can. So first step will be, of course, to make it, let's say, red all the time. This is pretty simple. If this is the VCC, I will take one resistor and I will supply the red LED current this way. Okay, so this is the red now, and now it is lighting, of course, but I want that if I'm pressing this switch button, the red will stop and the green will start. Okay, so let's think loud how to do it. Okay, so there are many ways to do it, but again I'm searching for the most simple way. Okay, so if I will take for here, let's say, a 10k resistor. By the way, this resistor we need to calculate to give 20 milliamps to this LED, but let's say we can put 220 ohms. Probably it will be okay. I can calculate it later. But now I want that if I'm pressing this LED, so something will happen here. So I have something on my mind. I just need to think about it. Okay, so let's connect here an NPN transistor. I will connect the emitter of this transistor to the ground, and the collector I will use again 220 ohms. Something like this. And now what I'm going to do is this thing. Now connect this output of the collector to the other LED, which is the green, and then this will go to ground. Now, of course, this is the same LED, okay? It's connected, remember, with the common cathode. Now I will explain how this is work. So this is pretty simple. Look, when I'm not pressing the LED, when I'm not pressing, so this LED is lighting, but also we have currents that go to this NPN transistor, which cause the transistor to be closed. So if this transistor is closed, meaning it is conductive, so at this point here we have a ground. So we have LED with ground on the anode and the cathode. So the light here is off, of course, and this is on. Now when I will press this button, so now I'm shorting this LED, so it will be off, okay? And if it is off, also I am applying to the base of the transistor, it is like it is connecting to the ground, okay? Because the ground is more strong than the resistor here. So I have here a 0 volt at the transistor, so it is off. But when this transistor is off, this resistor gives this LED the currents that need to be turned on. So this is lighting. So when I'm not pressing, so we have the red, and when I'm pressing, we have the green. I think this is the most simple way to implement this circuit when I'm thinking about it, only with one NPN transistor. I will explain a second about the NPN transistor. NPN transistor is like a switch, a control switch, let's say. If I have on the base a voltage of 0.7 volt, so this switch is closed and there is current from the collector to the emitter. By the way, this is the collector and this is the emitter, this is the base. And if I don't have a voltage here, so there is no current that's through the transistor, and it is off and it is not conductive, and it is like an open switch. This is how it works. Now let's build this circuit on a breadboard step by step and see if my theory is working correctly. And there is a game for this. I'm not just building this circuit, I have a game working in this way and I want to test it. Okay, so let's build it on a breadboard. Okay, so I found a breadboard. Let's go over the component and see how to build it. So we have here one resistor which is brown, black and orange. This is of course 10K. This one is red, black and brown. So this is 200 ohms. This is also 200 ohm. I'm missing transistor. This is our LED, so I need to find an NPN transistor. Okay, so this one is 2N3904. Maybe I will write it down. This is the transistor. This is NPN transistor. So it's an N-type. Okay, so now let's start and connect everything. So I will connect the LED, but I need to find which is the red, of course, and which is the green. So maybe I will solder all the pins, but I need to use only 3 of them, which of course is the ground, and then the green and the red. So let's see how to solder it right. Okay, so watch how to do it correctly. The soldering process should take only a few seconds because you don't want the pins to be hot too much. This is the wrong solder, this is the one. Okay, so I'm just putting it very fast. You can see less than a second for each of the pins. Now I don't remember which is what, so we will use of course the power supply, because I want first the red to be on and then the other, so 3 volt, 200 milliamps, and let's check it out. I know which is the common cathode because I see it. This is the common cathode, the ones that I've bended. So let's see which are the colors that I need. So this is the red and this is the green. This one I don't need it, so maybe I will cut it out. Now I want the red to be lighting at default, so I will now connect the 200 ohm, and this will go to the VCC. So put in the resistor. Okay, let's be on the frame. And bam, this is connected. This is our VCC. Okay, let's continue. Okay, so now we have already the red should be lighting, and now I want to go from the anode of this connection to the base of this transistor. So I will connect it from here to here, something like this. And now let's do another soldering. By the way, let me think. I don't want to ruin the negative. It will be hard maybe like this to connect, so I will move it a little. I will do a less, let's say, less nice connection, but it will be better for the soldering. So, okay, let's continue with the soldering. So, this pin here should be connected here, and this one should be the base of this NPN transistor, and we'll show you how this NPN transistor looks like. Okay, so if this is our transistor and this is the face of it, so it's go like this. The middle is the base, this one is the emitter, and this one is the collector. Okay, so I want it to be connected to the base, and I want the emitter to be connected to the ground. So I will also consider now how to connect my emitter to the ground. So it should be something like this. Yes, I'm putting it like this, not straight, because I want ability that my emitter will go to the minus, which is the second pin of the LED. Yes, so it should be like this. So let's connect it. I can already connect the base, and also, okay, first let's connect the base. Connected. Now the other side will go to this pin of the LED. So, but it should go, let me think, from the collector, yes, directly from the collector. Yes, it should go from the collector directly to the LED. So this is what I'm going to do. I have here this pin, so this should be connected to this. I can do it like this on the board. So already connecting them. Yes, something like this. And not to forget to connect the emitter to the ground, which is this pin here. Aha, I did a short. This is something that happens from time to time. We'll fix it, We have the solder remover. And we can fix it in a second like this. Just put it if you have such a case. And bang. It is connected. And the short is no longer exist, so it is fixed now. Okay, I will put some more solder here to make it better connected. Okay, the short no longer exists, so I think we are good. So now I have only few other things in order to close everything. Of course, I need from the collector this resistor to the VCC here. The resistor is here, this resistor. So this is what I'm going to do. Connect from the collector here to the VCC, which is here. And this is the last connection, and everything should be okay and working now. So this is already connected. Now we connect this guy here. I think now everything is connected and should work. The only thing that we need to take out is why did I leave this net? I don't know. Okay, so this will be our VCC and this will be our ground, and everything should be okay. So I will search for a wire. Okay. Take some wire. I'm using always from bed USB connectors because they have a very thin wire that are very helpful to use. Okay, so we have here a wire. Let's connect it as the ground. This will be the general ground of this project. Okay, so we have the ground and we have the VCC. Let's check if everything is good or I've made a mistake. So the red should light when I connect it, and we have the red lighting. And now if I'm shorting the red, it should move to the green. And how I'm shorting? This way. Okay, so you see this is working. And I'm shorting, it is transferring from the red to the green, so the project is done. This is for several games that are using LED in order to paint on your phone or things like this. Okay, so as you can see, working without a problem. So that's all for now. Thank you, folks. Hope you enjoy and learn something. Consider to subscribe to my channel to learn more things. Thank you and bye.